Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and to this new session of early flying attempts. So today I have the cub. Actually the attempt is not to fly it, or the intention is not to fly it necessarily, unless it flies very nicely, but is to try to do some high speed taxis to see how I can control it. So, and a bit of practice, because I still need to practice my stick and rudder skills. I've got here the grass and I have touched it. It's it's just a little bit damp, so it's not too damp. I don't want to try directly on the grass, because if you remember the wheels that I put here, the bush wheels, they're made of sponge, some kind of foam, so it would absorb a lot of water. I'm going to try on the road. I hope no cars come. It's not many cars ever come here, to see if I can do a bit of the high-speed taxis. I'll try to set it up so that we can see it, and if that goes well, I might even try on the grass. Let's see. Let me try to set it up. So I've put the battery inside and it should work. Let me test it. I haven't tested it. That's okay. Then I'll do the control surfaces check, rudder, a lot of throw, which might be too much, elevator and ailerons. I've put in a smaller battery. I did find a smaller battery, but I think the center of gravity is a little bit too much to the front. But let's see with the taxis how it goes, and at least get some practice on trying to control this. So I'll leave you running here, and I'm going to put it there back almost by the car, and wish me luck. So this is harder than it looks. I was trying to keep straight, and you saw I was just S-ing my way along. At some point with some speed it does get, of course, easier to control, but then I bumped. So I hope it's okay and I can try it again. This is going to take a while, isn't it? Well, it's all about the practice, so have to keep trying. I think I just lost the wheel, so that might be the end of this experiment. Let me go and check. So as you can see, I lost the wheel, probably because of so much of the side loading and trying to control it. It's still nevertheless held up a little bit, so I'm not completely disappointed for a first attempt. Maybe some damage to the prop and things because of the hits, but overall I'm going to say it's just a partial success, that it's still in one piece, but I didn't really manage to taxi it very far. So goes back to the workshop, try to put the wheel back on, hopefully it holds better this time, and then come back another day. Hello, so time for the short debrief on the taxi run. As you saw, the left wheel fell off. I put it back on, and it doesn't roll completely well, which might be also part of the reason why it's difficult to control on the ground. I did notice, logically enough, that when it had a bit more speed, then of course the rudder had a bit more authority, or significantly more authority. So maybe also my technique of trying to control the plane on the ground needs to change. But overall it did survive. I think it will have enough power. I think the propeller was pulling it along, and I wasn't even getting close, not even I think to half throttle. So I think it's not going to be an issue of power. And what could be an issue is the the battery placement, because I did put it, I don't know if you can see it, I did have a rubber band in there to try to hold it in place. I have the feeling the battery needs to be, it's a smaller one than what I designed it for originally. I don't know if I have the other one here at hand. Yes. So this was the original battery I was going to use, and I found this one, another a smaller one online, so I got two of these. But the battery needs to sit somewhere here right on top of the hatch, which is not good because the hatch is not that strong. So and I did have the feeling the whole time that the COG, the center of gravity, was too far forward. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put on one of the sides, I'm going to put a plate of wood. I'm going to put a plank, filling in, I think I was measuring it, and it's going to be this triangle. I want to fill it in with a sheet of wood, and on it I think I have some Velcro somewhere. Put some Velcro that I can stick it, and then I can adjust it much better without the fear of it shifting in flight. Like when I was putting it here, then it didn't fly, of course, but I think there was a significant risk of the battery shifting, and that would actually make it much more difficult to control and even less predictable than I suppose it already is. So that's what I'm going to do for improvements. Overall, as I said, I'm not completely happy, but not entirely disappointed either. It's in one piece, which is good, and I'll do these fixes, and hopefully at some point with another day of good weather I'll try it again. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.